This is a Headgum podcast.
Hey bitch, what is your whole deal? Hey bitch, just tell us how you feel. You wished for a sign from above. Well, here's a podcast about boy sex, fucking, dating, and love. Seek treatment if you're boring as fuck. Seek treatment if you're unlucky in love. Seek treatment if you just can't take a hint. Well, seek treatment with Kat and Pat.
Hey, it's Mrs. Kitty Cat.
And it is Patrick Regan, Owen Esquire.
And this is Seek Treatment, a podcast about boys, sex, fucking, dating, and love. We're
Oh my
live in the
God.
studio with literally the most famous DJ in the world.
We're doing Sunday afternoon radio. We're NPR.
Yeah, we're literally Terry, Ira. What are the rest of their names?
No one knows.
Ira's the only one I know.
Ira and Mrs. Terry. And we are live in the studio with open ears for Alex Chapman. What the
Hi,
hell is
Al.
that?
Do
Thank you
people
guys so
call
much
you
for having
Al?
me. Oh, in like high school, people would call me Al, like Al. Assless Chaps was a big one.
That's
that
a
I
great
got.
name.
That's actually hysterical.
Yeah. There's some funny.
I'm
there's some
laughing out
Funny
loud.
stuff you
Overall,
can do.
overall deal for that person on the
So
spot.
tell the listeners what the hell you just were up to.
So I just got back from about an hour or two ago from
Oh
maybe
my
less.
God.
What
from-
airline? What airline?
I flew Southwest.
Oh,
from-
wow. That's really
which
scary.
is a really like I forgot the process of like
Nightmare.
literally like get ready to
Waiting
fight
by
for your life.
waiting by like those pillars, and you're just like, yeah. Oh my god.
And they're
hell.
like, okay, well, do what you have to do to not get a middle seat. And I was
Oh.
like, I don't care.
Do what you
I
have
just
to-
want to be in the front.
I can't be not in the aisle because of my peeing.
At least it's a short
You
flight.
have to pee a lot on the flight.
I have to pee all the time.
I actually like the window because I don't want to have to. Once I'm seated, like I don't ever want to have to move again.
You're so lucky.
I start having to pee. I start having to pee 6 minutes after I peed last.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
Are you
that-
drinking a lot of water?
Nope. Not even a drop. Not
one
a drop.
One
So you're
would think.
dehydrated and you're just like constantly peeing.
No one knows where it's
You're a
Yeah, where's
medical
it coming
mystery,
from?
Where is
kind
it
of.
coming from?
Right.
The source.
Yeah.
Okay, literally so in
We're
tune.
locked in.
No,
Okay, so you were DJing last night and the night
Yeah,
before. When did you get there?
so-
Because I saw you Thursday. What day did
Yeah,
I see
you saw me this week in LA.
What day was that?
Overcompensating premiere. Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Mr. P.
Wait,
and
so-
congratulations to everyone who worked on it.
you were
It's
there, but we
amazing.
didn't see each other, did we?
I don't think so.
And
It
did
wa-
you work on the show?
I did not. I just love Benny and
You're in the
Terry
crew.
and Mary Beth and
Love.
Owen and everyone who worked on it. And
Yeah.
it's so good. I literally so I was just in Vegas for
Yes.
EDC and for like the uninitiated
That's us.
that and me before this
Okay.
weekend.
It's so hot in this
It's-
room. I'm like
I
dying.
just turned it
I
on.
know, but
What's happening? Let's crack the door.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like really like dying.
You're gonna be okay.
No, I'm hot all the time.
Put this
I'm
on your
always
neck.
running hot.
Put this on the back of your neck.
No.
That's what my mom tells me to do.
mom.
Listen to my mom.
I'll pour that myself.
Keep
to
us
my
in. Listen to my mom. Put it on the back of your- She goes, and she always used to say, it's about your core.
Really?
Oh,
Like if you're cold, you got to make your core warm, not your extremities.
Well,
Start at the source.
And
interesting.
Okay, so you were at
Sorry.
Electric Daisy Carnival.
So-
what were the girls wearing?
Well, to loop back around,
Mhm.
in my free time, like in between the festival, I binged all of Overcompensating.
Oh,
and
nice,
It was
okay.
so good.
Yes.
oh, cool.
So yeah, I went to the premiere because I wanted to like show my support, and then I
course.
immediately left and like
Oh, that night you flew
had
out.
to like I think it was the next day in the morning.
Right.
So EDC is this insane like EDM festival. It's been around for a while and it's massive. They take over this huge raceway in Vegas that's like NASCAR, like, and then they put like the city inside of it that's all like neon and crazy and like
Crazy.
there's like flames and fireworks and like drone shows and it's like Tiesto and like, but then there's also a lot of really cool people playing. There's like all different genres and the people watching was incredible.
Oh my God.
There's so many more hot people.
Really?
And I just went
In
to
Vegas.
Coachella, which supposedly would be
You would think.
We're
the
hot
top
people
tier
there.
hot.
And you're partnered?
I'm absolutely the opposite of
you're,
partner.
you're completely
completely
Open to love.
unshackled.
you're
Do you-
completely open to love.
Yeah, I'm so open.
Do you hook on the road?
You must.
I do, or I definitely have.
What
Yeah.
style do you prefer?
yeah.
Like what's my type? Or like what's my type of like
What do you look for in a hookup?
someone who is going to not bother me after it's over.
Yeah.
So you're literally so cool. You're like, I don't even, you're
No.
just looking to get your rocks off.
Yeah.
Is that cool or is that just like horrible?
Yeah, it's cool. You're like, I'm working. I don't have time for this.
You
it is a little. I'm working. I don't have time for this. This kind of touring was like very overwhelming. This is like a huge festival moment. Like I haven't really like. It's a whole racket. I was thinking like it's so interesting. Like we all like obviously have a lot of mutuals, but like I don't really know anything about like TV / like comedy world.
And you don't want to.
And then like I feel like the music like festival performing world, like they're very separate, even though like we all like intermingle. So I'm curious about what you guys are up to as well. But
literally sitting in these chairs and just jerking off.
Getting our rocks off.
Getting our rocks off on these chairs,
okay, great.
which we dreamt of for years. No, so can you, well, I mean, maybe we should start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because I'd love to hear your journey.
Yeah.
So
Who were
we
you?
only asked one question. Who were you? Who are you? Who do you want to be?
As a fan, I know the question. I was like on the plane listening to Mark and Delicato, my dear.
Oh my God.
My dear bestie.
I love Mark.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He invited us to gag.
Yeah, so he
you
was
got
a host at
Quickly
the party that I
rescinded the offer.
throw.
Wait,
Quickly
you throw that?
That's his party.
I was close to going to that.
Next time you gotta come.
How often do you do it?
We do it like every couple months because we're starting to grow it. So we did it at this like massive venue, versus like we used to do it at a smaller club.
Yeah, so what does that entail, like throwing a party? Like, what does that mean for the uninitiated? And obviously, of course, we know, but just for the fans who don't know.
Well, there certainly seems to be an element of like naming hosts, dubbing hosts.
Dubbing.
Talk to us about that.
Yeah, maybe you guys.
Knighting. You're literally knighting. You're the Queen of England. You're knighting your host.
I am. It's a powerful position.
Put my name on the flyer. I don't know if I'll be there. I'd love to be involved.
That's all. That's like 50% of it is having the name on the flyer. But yeah, so hosting, we put like a little committee of people together and they got to bring their friends and then we like took care of everyone's drinks and everything. So it is like part hospitality, part like programming, like getting all the DJs together and everything. And then part like biggest part I think is just like making sure people actually come. And now we're selling tickets.
Right.
So you didn't sell tickets before?
No, it used to just be like a guest list only party. And that was like great, but we didn't really like, we weren't able to necessarily turn it
to make money.
Profits. So now we're able to like really
and when you say
put
people
energy into it.
Would you say people are finding love on the dance floor?
Yeah, well, last time someone literally gagged and threw up on the dance floor. So that was a cool way to like set the tone that I didn't want. I was like, this is not, I don't want anyone throwing up. But yeah, no, I think people are finding love. It's interesting, like, now that we're selling tickets, like we're definitely getting like a younger crowd. So it's
We'll fit right in.
Yeah, but then like on the stage is like all our friends. So it's like a bunch of like late 20s to 30-year-olds performing for like 20
the children, teaching the children.
Kids, giving the kids entertainment. So yeah, I mean it's really fun, but it's stressful and like
it must be so much work. Like do you find the space you want and you go to them and you're just like, can I throw something here?
So we basically got like invited to use this space.
Okay.
Which was great. And I have like a little team, like my partner,
Zoe,
my business partner.
That's what I thought you meant.
Non-romantic.
I see.
I heard you.
Parentheses non-romantic. Zoe, Getter, and I throw the party together, and then we have a little like team of people who help us kind of do
like
all
with
the
marketing
logistics.
and like that kind of stuff.
And just like getting everybody, because we have guest DJs, so we gotta like get everybody situated. And
oh my God, how did you and Zoe meet?
We met at Stud Country. Have you guys
well,
heard
I've
of?
never been, but it's always like talked about, isn't it?
Yeah.
We don't know about like anything cool.
Yeah, I'm unfortunately so LA in the sense that I'm always here.
Were you involved in Stud Country?
I was not involved, but I would say that I was, if it is a cult, I was a very like obsessed member for like a good year and a half.
So it's a party.
It's a line dancing event.
Okay, yes. That does sound really fun.
Yeah, so it is really fun. It's blown up now.
And now they're doing it in New York and all over.
They're doing it everywhere and it's highly in demand. It got like too big for me to feel like I had space to move and express myself.
You have to express yourself.
Are you a dancer by birth?
Honestly, I would say, like, I'm not, but like,
no, you
I was like a little gay boy in dance classes, for sure.
Do you Vogue?
No. Do you?
No, but I'm not a dancer by birth.
I thought you said,
But I would
do you
certainly
vote?
love-
And by the way, do you guys vote?
You're like, and as gay guys that dance, do you vogue?
But I think that
Do you see me like death dropping?
I don't know.
You never know.
No, it's a
if I
sweet
hear
question
someone
of you to think that I could.
If I hear someone in nightlife who's saying I dance, of course that's who I.
Well, I'm more just mean like when the music's on, I'm like
You
moving
vibe.
around.
Yeah, totally.
And in your vids are so
But it's a fair
good.
question.
They're heaven on earth. Okay, so wait, let's start at the beginning. You said you're from Chicago. Oh,
From
excuse me,
Chicago,
everyone. My
born and
shoe. Ooh, excuse me, little miss thing.
Those are really cute.
I know, isn't it crazy?
You're giving Dorothy.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. I
I'm
felt
always
it.
hearing that, but it's nice to hear it from you.
Yeah, of course.
So you're a little boy in dance class.
I was a little boy in dance class. I am from Chicago, from the city, not the suburbs. So that's a big
Respect.
distinction.
Say that.
We're in Chicago.
And, from like kind of by where the Cubs play, Wrigley Field area, like north side of the city. And yeah, I love Chicago so much. It's my favorite city in the world.
Do you love the Cubs?
My parents do.
Of course. How
We
could I
love
not?
Chicago too.
I feel that baseball is something that like people get into as they get older because I think it's like an easy sport to kind of like watch. It's got a nice like pace for like an older person.
Yeah.
So I feel like my parent, they're gonna love that. My parents,
they listen to every episode.
yeah, they do. They're locked in.
Totally.
And so we do. I mean, Chicago's all about sports, even if the teams aren't doing well. Like
And comedy.
and comedy. It is
they
true.
love to laugh.
And comedy sports.
And comedy
Yes.
sports, improv
Olympic.
is Olympic, right?
The Olympic Games are held in Chicago every Saturday night on the main stage.
So true. Some of the best athletes in the world.
Why is it called Improv Olympic?
Because
it's like
sport.
they're like
And don't you
zip zap
think-
zopping all over the
And don't you think
place.
so many comedy clubs are called the Improv when it's like they don't do improv there?
Right.
Yeah,
what's
that's
up?
interesting.
Where have you guys performed? Have you guys performed in Chicago?
Zanies in the Den.
Zanies is right by my old high school.
No,
Wow.
don't say that.
Why?
Because I had no idea.
Now you know. So next time you can go
The
visit.
more you know.
I'm doing a show.
I
at
did a
the
couple of
Den
electric shows at the Den.
in July.
July's a great time
I'm
to be
doing
there.
the Den in July, if not June. And if you think I know what dates I'm going to be where, you're crazier than I ever could have
I
believed.
couldn't even tell you where I'm going to be tomorrow.
I know my.
We used to
Houston-
always do the Hideout, but then did it close
The
down?
Hideout. I do
So
remember
sad.
that being like an indie venue.
It was like in a
kind of,
house.
in Wicker Park.
In the middle of like a field.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if that still exists. I'm a little bit like tapped out.
We were
Of,
so
like,
LA.
Yeah. I'm like reluctantly.
Why?
Well, a big thing about me that I'm
Mm-hmm.
really embarrassed about is that I don't drive.
Really, a lot of people I know.
It's not cute. It's not
No,
cool.
I know a lot of
No,
people
but
like that.
even in Chicago.
I know. I drove in high school.
Okay, so you
I-
can drive.
Well, it's been a while since high school. I know I look young.
I do.
Can I
but
ask? Can I ask?
how old?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 3'3".
Jesus here.
It's my big
Me and you.
JC here.
Me and
But I just like I moved to New York, then I never did again.
But wait, what were you like in high school?
I was like not an outcast. Like I had a lot of friends. I was like
Of
a little
course.
class clowny,
Mhm.
very like always getting in trouble for talking.
Always
Yeah.
doing death drops.
Always shablamming in the lunchroom.
There's a lot to say. You get over talking and go, I got a lot on my mind.
Popping
Oh,
that
so
pussy up and
much.
down the hall.
Absolutely. Just twerking my little ass.
Doing where you lie down on the ground and go like that.
Yeah.
I love that move. You need to have like
You were doing that all sophomore year.
You have to have movement to have that
Totally.
Yeah, I
really
don't have-
work otherwise. Like, like sometimes, I don't know if you watch Drag Race.
I have gone through spells, but I haven't in a few years.
Sure. But there'll be like someone who will decide they're going to twerk during a lip sync and like nothing will move. So
Yeah.
they're sort of just like
Yes.
stretching, kind of cat-cowing,
I
you
know,
know?
but I had to put a call out to the listeners. I want to be able to twerk for sexual reasons.
Yeah, of course.
And I just want more mobility in my hips.
You want
and,
to
like,
throw it back.
How do you throw, as someone who can't really throw it back and has to just kind of be still, how do I achieve that movement, that marquee movement?
I kind of think he's like, I can't do it either. I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, I can do a little like fake, like
Mhm.
Yeah.
when the moment calls, like
You can
and I want to,
bounce.
because
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a ham, like on stage
Yeah.
or like at a party.
An
So if I need to
individual.
like do like a fake one,
Yeah.
but when it comes to like really getting it to like be
Clap.
in clap,
Yeah.
it's like more of a like golf clap.
I'm a bit of a pillow princess.
Yeah, I can see that for you. Really? And I like that for you.
Yeah, I guess I own it. I don't care.
Oh my God.
What is that? That means you just lay there?
Yeah.
I'm that now.
Why is Pillow Princess such a cute name? But the meaning is you just lay there.
Oh my God. I am kind of that these days.
Yeah.
Didn't used to. It used to be bouncing.
Every
now and
then
on
the partner though, doesn't it?
Yeah, you need to be like, well, also if like someone else is like really bringing the physicality to the role, you have to be like, okay, I'm also gonna like step up.
But you have like an improv scene, you always have to do what the scene calls for.
Exactly.
Like sometimes them bringing all that energy means you have to be that pillow princess that they can enact
like you
on.
become like docile while they're like acting.
But sometimes they do need that scene partner to match, to be peas in a pod. You have to decide between straight manning them and peas in a pod.
Right. Like is it a buddy comedy or is it like kind of like something else?
I can burn some calories for the right partner.
I had a lot of steps this weekend. Like
I got stepped on this weekend.
I got stepped on this weekend. It's amazing.
Pillow princess.
Yeah.
Did you have any crushes this weekend?
I didn't. Honestly, I wish you guys could like see what this festival was. It was so overwhelming. Like it's
good overwhelming?
Yeah. Okay. It was good, but also like, whoa, this is just like there's so many people. It
sounds scary.
It was a little scary, but luckily like when you're like you have the artist
right, you're
pass,
VIP,
kind of.
So you're
but even then, like there is, it's like I don't know if you guys have been to Coachella.
No.
But
and guess what?
Look at us.
Will not.
Look at it.
I don't want you guys
let me
to
tell you
go.
this.
I want to protect you from that.
Someone's gonna have to pay me a lot of money to get me out there, but I will go.
I'll go for Amex for $750K.
Oh God! I would love that.
Is that like the Lady Gaga abracadabra deal?
I'm sure.
But I will also go if I have a friend who has access to like a really beautiful home.
But even then, like
not worth it.
Even if you have like the ultimate access, there is no avoiding like walking a ton. And like having to like interlope with like a lot of people, wait in line for things. Like it's really hard to avoid doing that.
And we can't do drugs.
Right.
And with the advent,
so we wouldn't like it.
Well, yeah, it might not be for you.
With the advent of step count, though, sometimes there's a sick pleasure in having to walk all over.
No, I feel really like I covered a lot of ground this weekend. And honestly, the relief of coming back from Vegas is amazing. I had a really great time.
Of course.
I cannot be there for that long ever again.
Where'd you stay?
I stayed at Resorts World, which is on the Strip.
Resorts World?
Yeah.
I only went to Vegas one time with an ex. I need to reclaim it.
I went to see Shania Twain.
That's
the only other time I've been.
Best thing about being a woman.
Okay.
Is that prerogative to have a little fun.
Have a little. Hey, that part. Oh, baby, summertime is here. And this episode of Seek Treatment is brought to you by Booking.com. Booking.yeah. Oh my goodness, you all. From vacation rentals to hotels across the United States of America, Booking.com has the ideal summer stay for absolutely anyone, even those who might seem impossible to please. From vacation rentals to hotels across the U.S., whether you're booking for yourself, your partner, your sleep light, rise early mom, or your high maintenance group chat, you can find exactly what you're booking for on Booking.com. I know when I stay in a hotel, I'm gonna want a bathtub. I'm gonna need that bathtub and a spa and big fluffy robes. And with Booking.com, I can find my perfect stay. I can find my perfect bathtub on Booking.com. If I can do that on Booking.com, anyone can. So find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.yeah. Book today on the site or in the app. Let them.
Let them. Are you a let them girl? What is that woman's name?
Mel Robbins. I have listened
We're
to
obsessed.
I've been listening to her a little bit. Like when the year starts to get like going, I kind of like Brene Brown it up just a little bit to like reset.
Do her.
That's
nice.
Do her.
But I like this. What is her name? Michelle?
Mel Robbins. I don't like her, but
Mel Robbins.
But
like Tony Robbins, kind of.
That's what I was saying.
I used to think they were partners.
Right.
No relation.
Just like you and Zoe. But they feel another party called Bag.
Well, I literally was like, oh, that's probably how they met through like the self-help space.
The self-help people go on dates.
I had a full love story between Tony Robbins and Mel Robbins.
Fanfic.
They don't know each other.
You should write that.
But I do like Mel Robbins, like sometimes she says stuff and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But they just get those self-help people, like they know how to make things sound so easy.
I know.
And then I like try to like take a step and I like fall.
What do you like about Brene? What does she give you?
I like that she's like got a little like
Southern
sass.
twang.
Yeah. That always gets me.
Stud country.
Yeah. That was my stud
Pull
country
my
era.
hair, do it at it. So you're in high school. When were you like, when were you like, I know what a DJ is? Because I'm like, what is a DJ?
Right. And the world is still trying to
and we need you to educate us.
But DJs certainly are stepping into the light.
They are. Their dance music is having a huge moment.
I really would love to dance.
Yeah, come dance.
I really can. I'd love to.
We'll do that. We'll do that soon.
I love to throw my arms around. And legs.
Same. I like to flail.
Yeah, I like to just literally
do like, those like wacky inflatable arm things. That's kind of how I like to move.
Yes.
I don't like dancing.
That's okay. But what do you do when like you're in a party environment?
Leave.
What's the last party you went to?
Oh God! Oh, I went to the overcompensating premiere.
Did you stay for when the DJ came out?
That was literally when I left. And
well, she's good. Shout out to her. Harmony.
I love her.
She's great.
I'm a big fan of her music, and I love her mom, of course.
Oh, her mom's iconic too.
LA icon.
But that's no offense to Harmony. You just don't like dancing.
I just don't like dancing.
I think we both went home too early.
It was also like a lot of times the party is like a work type thing, so it's like you're seeing people with.
It's very interesting going to that because I'm like used to going to like music events and seeing like the kind of like TV film sort of like networking hustle was really interesting.
How would you describe the vibe?
It felt very like everyone's here to like get something.
I know, isn't it horrible?
That's no shade. It's not.
No, I know, but isn't it horrible?
It didn't feel amazing. I was like, damn, this is how y'all party?
I'm like, where's the joy? Well, that's not, but it's like, that is a work event. So it's like, when I say I want to dance, it's like, I don't get to dance because everywhere I go is like a dinner.
Right. I think it's especially when you're doing like something of that big of scale, it's hard to make it like truly a party.
Yes.
But it was great.
I'm sure that later in the night it got
no, I'm not shitting on that.
You would never,
but
of course. It
was just interesting to see like how, because I never go to stuff like that ever.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah, I like watch TV.
I just don't have. You just like don't want to go outside.
We love TV. We think it's so cool.
What have you been watching?
I just started Enlightened. I'm watching that again. I watched the first half of Black Bag last night. I'm gonna finish it tonight.
What is that?
Oh, it's a movie. I really like it.
Okay.
And then I watched.
Wait, you watch movies like you watch half and then you walk away?
I don't
I can
mean
do that.
to.
Whoa.
Ideally, no. But like if I'm tired, then I must go to sleep.
But it's good that you like go back.
Yeah, if I don't, but it's an opportunity to revisit. Do I want to continue?
Yeah.
Right. So true. It's nice to give yourself that option. Once I'm like in, I'm like, well, here I am.
I'm watching this season of Top Chef. I love Top Chef.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That was Master Chef was big for me during lockdown.
Oh yeah.
What's Master Chef? What's the premise?
It's like a top. It's basically top.
And
is it like here are the ingredients?
It's not. It's like the theme this week is make this,
and that's different than Top Chef Master.
Yeah, I think so.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
There's so many of those shows, and they
wouldn't it be
all
different?
entertain me. I've also been watching Kitchen Nightmares.
I love Kitchen Nightmares.
I love Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives.
Oh,
Another
really?
great one.
I haven't really
It's
gotten.
so good.
I haven't. He hasn't like. I haven't connected with him.
I
yet.
love when
Kitchen Nightmares on YouTube.
I love when like a person with an anger issue, a show where a person with an anger issue comes into a small business doing their best and treats everyone horribly. I'm like, yeah, Tabitha's salon takeover.
I love
Oh
seeing.
my
Oh my
God.
God, Tabitha.
Give me the keys. I'm taking over.
I love that she was such a bitch, but then like with a heart of gold. It's
Yeah.
kind of like Gordon too.
Totally.
And I like when like someone's like, I'm never gonna change. Like I feel like they like
Yes.
they produce them into being like, I will never change.
Yeah.
And then by the end they're like, oh, I'm gonna change.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
change
wanna have
everything about me.
I want to have SCX with Gordon.
Gordon Ramsay.
I actually
What are you?
have had thoughts.
Of course.
I
And
have
like,
had sex with him.
I actually have had to,
I've actually have.
And did you?
times.
And
It
did
was
you
It was
match?
great.
And did you match his energy, or did you straight man him?
No, I would be like, I would like pretend, I would like play possum. I'd be just
Yeah.
be like, he always says like on is MasterChef his, or I'm like mixing up all the shows, but on Hell's Kitchen, he always is like, this is raw.
Who made this?
The scallops are raw. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, he's going to be like, let's fuck raw.
Yeah, truly. I can hear it. I'm like, okay, raw.
Right? Like when he's yelling, I'm like imagining.
like it.
Raw is such a funny
I
way
know.
to describe
It's
the act of
nasty.
love
It's so
the act of
exciting.
love making.
It's so exciting when it's raw. I'll never forget when Brian and I were able to stop using condoms.
Because of
Wow,
pill.
it's so romantic.
Because of pill.
Because of pill.
Yeah, I love pills.
Absolutely ruining my personality, my life, all my hormone levels just to fuck raw.
What do you think?
Worth it.
What do you think of gay guys and condoms? Do you think in a post prep? Do you think in a post prep world it's kind of on its way out?
Oh, yeah.
But there's something horny to me about condoms because of like watching 90s porn where they like legally had to.
I mean, I feel like sometimes I'll still see porn where they're like,
Yeah, I'm always
gotta
watching.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like they are out, but who knows? Maybe we won't have prep for much longer and
I
we'll have to go
know.
back to the
God.
old ways.
Yeah.
Hope not.
I mean,
know.
I'm canceling that energy, but
Totally.
I hope.
I'm
that's
not
what
claiming that.
Susan
Oh.
Alexandra always says cancel when she says something bad.
I
to
love
show that she
that.
can like take it back.
Oh my
We're
god.
like very old friends. I don't know if you knew that.
That must be like how we met.
Yeah, I think it is. I think we both did an event for her.
Never
I
forget.
used to always say in the podcast that Susan Alexandra never sends me things.
You know what's so fun? Did she send you
Oh,
something?
Did
Well,
she send
but
you?
then like a year and a half after saying that for years, it was just so crazy of me. She DM'd me and was like, "What's your address?" And I was like, "I gave her my address, never sent me anything."
But you know what's so funny is I was
But I
texting
don't
her.
carry a purse, so it's like whatever.
But I was texting her like 2
She
days
knows I'm
before.
asked.
But you could wear like, yeah, she's like, what can I even give him? She's like trying to make something new.
I actually don't know what she would give
Trying to make
you.
me a football out of beads.
Wow, you just like walk around with a beaded football. You're like, hey, catch, just to random people.
Oh no, I love her work.
The week before I was leaving, I was texting with her, and then she was like, "Wait, when are you leaving for LA?" She goes, "I have something for Pat."
It's so funny.
I was like, "Let me know."
It sounds like it's a
love
huge
her.
priority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
We're
we go
gonna
way
connect.
back.
She's the
We're-
best in the
We're
world.
gonna definitely
I
connect.
met her when I was in high school.
That is amazing.
Why?
Because I used to work when I was in high school. Because I've always like wanted to be in music.
Yeah, how did music come into your
I've
life?
done a lot of like tiptoeing around like being an artist or whatever I am now.
You are an artist.
You're an
Yeah,
artist.
Ob.
To take off that second part.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Artist.
Cancel the second part.
Yeah, right. And so like the first thing I tried to do was work in like management and booking and stuff.
Okay.
So I worked with her old roommate at a management company when I was in high school, and I would like
In high
go there during the
school.
summer and
Oh my
after
God.
school and like help them.
You were
And
so ahead of the
then-
curve.
What?
You were so ahead of the curve.
Ahead of the curve.
I
yes.
love it.
I was ready to get to work real early, maybe too early. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I'm still working. God,
I
could've
know, we have a
taken
long way to go.
break.
But you're only 33. You have your whole life ahead of you.
So true.
We're so
young
young.
gun. Although, like, some of the people that I saw, like, even at the festival this weekend, I was like, that were playing. I was like, how old are you? Like,
Weird.
And
it's
how old were
crazy.
they?
There's like, are
And
you,
what'd they say back to you?
are you in an age obsession? Aaron?
No, not
You-
really.
Perpetually.
Kind of, but like
It's
Only
not an
perpetually.
era. It's always.
more. I just notice it.
Yeah, I mean, I notice it all the time.
I'm trying to really not notice it. I really don't want to be
Yeah.
in that headspace.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't
especially
have like
in-
angst over it really. I just
No, me
notice it.
I'm okay. I mean, if I could stay this age forever, I would.
well, you can.
Oh.
With,
Oh, okay,
with my
great.
new lotion.
Well, you know that guy who's like,
My new age-defying lotion. What age are you now? Stay that age forever.
With my new
Pat's
lotion.
Age-defying lotion.
that's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's age-defying lotion. Well, you know that guy who's like, I'm never gonna die, like the crazy guy who
Oh,
like takes like
Brian.
plasma from his son.
It's like, girl, you're gonna.
Well, he apparently like the drug that he's been taking to help him like stay so young, like it's actually bad. And
No.
he just realized it, and he thinks like it might have actually made him like even like
More like
more dying soon.
Okay, more dying. Doctor, this has made me more dying soon.
Yeah, more dying soon.
Wait,
You've been
what's the
diagnosed with
drug?
more dying soon. I don't know.
We want it. We're like,
What's
Just
up?
do you want
we're like, I'm
to
done.
try
I'm
it?
bored. I'm done.
Wait, what's his name?
Brian
remember.
something.
Brian Mueller.
Brian. His last name isn't Mueller. It's Mueller.
Whatever.
My partner of 6 years.
Still learning things about each other. Wow, there's still so much room to
Well,
grow.
he got the main question out of the way years ago, and he goes, "What kind of underwear does Brian wear? Black or whatever color he wants?"
Yeah.
Those are two choices.
And I said, "Whatever color he wants."
I didn't
Yeah,
know you
whatever
were-
baby wants.
Oh my God, love him. God, I love him. Okay, so you're in high school. You're working in management.
Oh my God, I love like
I'm the taskmaster.
structure.
I gotta keep us because I actually really want to know how you got to where you are because it's so amazing. It seems like such a difficult. Like there seems no guide, no rules. Like
yeah, there was no blueprint for sure, which made things like hard but also exciting. Because I went from in high school I was trying to like be like I want to work in the business of music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you love music?
Always.
Who were you listening to besides?
What songs do you like?
When I was younger, what songs do I like?
What parts of
When
them?
I was younger, I loved like big fan of like R&B.
Mm-hmm.
I had an aunt who like really put me on to a lot of stuff. She was like the cool relative.
Love.
I remember she had like a CD jacket with like Janet Jackson and like Blackstreet and like Tupac and all these different things of the era. And so I loved R&B like right away. My parents like they could not get me to like take my headphones off ever. So
oh my God.
it's very classic in that way. Like I love music was my first love.
Teenage angst. Like
there's pictures of me like on a plane in like a car because I feel like planes. This is random, but I feel like planes like in the 90s used to have to be in a car seat. Like I kind of like see.
Maybe you were a baby.
I was a baby.
Yeah, as a baby, maybe.
When I was 2, you had to be in a car seat in cars.
No, but on a plane.
And then when I was like 4, they stopped that.
Yeah, no, they don't do that. Now they're like just buckle up and like hang on.
What's your sign?
I'm a Leo.
Really?
Oh, right, me too.
Wow,
What
you guys
day?
are same age to the day almost.
I know. What day?
August 18th.
I just got full body chills. 11th.
What?
You guys are 1 week apart.
So you're actually younger than me.
You're
so actually, I'm gonna kill myself.
Wait, you guys are Etwa. You're
We're
Etwa.
Etwa.
Exactly.
What's that?
No. You're no.
Exactly.
You are exactly 1 week apart.
Let's have a joint birthday. You're like, not with you.
No, we should.
Put my name on the flyer. Maybe I'll come.
Okay, yeah, I'll like turn it into a hosting.
A joint
thing.
34th is going to be electric.
Big
That classic
milestone.
age.
What do you think about me being a Scorpio?
I don't know anything about signs to be honest, but tell me, what does that mean?
Mean and horny and hurt feelings, but pretends not to.
Love.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Hurts others' feelings or gets your feelings
Gets
hurt?
hurt, but pretends not to, and then hurts others.
Right.
Scorpion.
I would say
skin.
first part true.
Yeah.
Second part, you don't hurt other people.
Yeah.
But you love to say you don't care when you're upset about it.
I love doing that
I
too.
don't care.
No,
I'm like, but I don't even care. And then I just talk about it for 15
Fully
minutes.
stopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is a crazy question. But have y'all ever literally had a primary care doctor with a 6-month waiting list to get in for a visit? Or drove over an hour to see that one specialist in your insurance network? No, thank you. I'm here to tell you, you don't have to settle anymore. When it comes to finding the right doctor, Zocdoc has options for you. Zocdoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. What we're talking about here is booking in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty. Appointments made through Zocdoc happen fast, usually just within 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score same-day appointments, which is awesome sauce. I love doctors. You know, I'm always going through something, and I love seeing a doctor when I need to on my schedule. I'm a huge Zocdoc fan, have been for years. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to Zocdoc.com/treatment to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/treatment. Zocdoc.com/treatment.
So high school.
Let's hear this.
I'm a taskmaster too. So
Okay,
I will. So I'm this.
Yeah.
As a baby. As
In the
like
car
a young
seat.
child in a plain car
Those
seat.
90s car seat.
In those 90s plain
Those
car
crazy
seats.
laws. Those classic laws.
And then so I went to college in New York. And that's like how I got there. I was like desperate to go to New York because I was like
Okay,
in the
'cause you knew that's
closet
where
and
it was
being
at.
like,
Yeah.
I gotta go be gay somewhere.
Did you come out when you got to New York?
As soon as I got into college, I came out to my mom.
Did you go
Oh, sweet.
to New?
I did.
Wow.
Go Panthers.
You're
I
wearing
don't
the
know what
you're wearing the
they're-
colors.
Yeah.
Go.
I mean, I have no real emotional connection to that school anymore, but I did go there.
Well, they're quite in the news, aren't they?
Yeah, they
boo.
are actually
This will come out in
sucking so
yeah.
bad right
Yeah,
now.
This will come out in
Nightmare.
3 years. I wonder if people will know what we're talking about.
Yeah. So they suck, but I did go there, and it was a great way for me to get to New York. And then I decided I wanted to work in music journalism because that was like a sexy.
Literally
You want to
almost
be the guy?
famous.
Yeah, I was gonna say you want to be the guy from Almost Famous.
Yes. Oh, fully like
The enemy.
Cameron
You want to be the
Crowe.
enemy.
Yeah.
Oh, the bad guy?
No. Like, didn't they call him the enemy? Like,
Oh,
the
did
kid?
they?
Because they're like, you're the press. Like,
Yeah.
don't tell
Oh,
secrets.
right. He was like,
And he's never going to be cool.
Yeah.
he was like, what do they call that? He was like a suit kind of
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
People are like, you're
He's the
suit.
man.
Yeah, he was the press. They hated the press in that movie for some reason, even though they were
Because
like
he was
all
trying to
desperate to
I
be on the
love press
cover.
until they don't like me.
Right. And then
But
tables turn.
guess what? They always come back around.
they all...
This fucking town, the ups and downs. Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So then I was like, let me try to do that. And then I was like a party reporter. I don't know if you guys
my
remember when that was like a thing.
I feel like it still is.
It was like around car seats time.
Yeah, car seater.
Car seats out, party reporters in.
Yeah. So, and then I would like go to parties and like ask Martha Stewart like what her like fashion week tip was, and she'd
That
be like,
sounds
drink lots of
fun.
water, and I'd be like, thanks, and then like go to the open bar.
That sounds
So it was
amazing.
amazing because I was like in my early 20s and
Yeah.
like living my best
Martha
life.
Stewart.
Yeah, with Martha.
What's your drink of choice?
I'm a gay tequila soda,
Yeah.
classic.
Classic.
Um,
Lime.
I wish I drank more tequila back when I was in my cups.
I don't think
You mean your
tequila.
cup days?
Yeah.
I don't think tequila sits well with me. I prefer vodka.
Vodka makes me think of high school because like
Yeah.
flavored Smirnoff vibes.
Raspberry, my favorite.
Whoa,
Eh.
that's crazy.
I know.
And like writing your name on the
Yeah.
cup to be like, this is Taylor's.
Yeah.
Do you know the
Don't
first
fucking drink it.
the first alcohol I ever tasted was Hypnotique.
Whoa,
So
were you like in the club?
So good.
Yeah, so yummy.
So good. I remember people loved Malibu,
Of course.
Yeah,
And
which
guess
made
what?
me want to throw up.
Still is good.
No, I don't like coconut as a flavor.
I love coconut as a flavor.
I understand.
Really? Like, what do you eat?
Like in
that's coconut?
7-Eleven, I always would get the pina colada smooth.
Oh, I
Slurpee.
love pina colada. You know, like a pina
Whoa.
colada?
Oh, a
Mix it
pina
with-
colada, yeah. Okay, if it's
Divine.
like the coconut needs to be tropical.
Totally.
I'm not like drinking Malibu rum out of like a solo cup.
Yeah, not like with like Sprite.
Yeah, which I feel like is
warm.
what we were
It
doing.
can start to feel like you're drinking suntan lotion.
Yeah, it makes me like nauseous.
Suntan lotion with Pat's lotion.
Yeah, back to what
say
we're
the age you
selling.
are. Well, I moved to a different age. We can say the age you are. Pat's lotion.
With my new lotion.
So only at Target.
Oh,
Only at
interesting.
Target.
Yeah, I did
That's
a
your
deal.
hitching your wagon at Target.
I did a deal. I did a deal.
You know,
I
do have to say Target used to sell my book, which is so
Really?
random.
That's
So I
Wait,
have to say shout out
whoa.
to Target for selling my niche poetry collection. You have to respect it. Okay. So then
So we went to college. We wanted to work in journalism. Realized
you were partying, you were sucking, you were fucking.
Yeah, I was actually being a little slut.
But
I
you
mean, it
first have
was
your
first
gay
time.
experience.
My what?
Your first gay experience.
Oh, it's kind of like
Was it
jumbled all together. But
Sure.
the thing, like when people bring, like when I have conversation about first gay experience, the first thing I think of is there were 2 18+ clubs in New York that I knew of. Like one was called Splash
Yeah.
and one was called Rush, and it was like $20 to get in. Like,
Amazing.
and I didn't have a fake ID, so we would go every Tuesday, every Thursday, and like dance with old men.
Really?
Love.
I remember,
Heaven.
and that
I'm going to Rush.
Formative.
and then they'd be like, "What's your name?" And I'd be like, "No, no, no," and then like go home. So that was
Aw.
like, it was very like I had to ease my way into
Yeah.
like even like.
How
being
old are we
comfortable.
talking?
I was like 19. Oh, like how old were the guys?
And they
Oh,
were going to
I'm sure
18?
they were like so
36.
old, aka our age now. I remember being like, they're so old. Well, I do
Aw.
think some of them were like
Well, it's
a little old
interesting
and
to
creepy.
it's interesting to be like anything over 30 and going to an 18+ club.
That's why I
Yeah,
think like
that's
they're
bizarre.
That's why
Yeah.
I don't think they were 30. I think they may have been more like 40
Yeah.
plus
Yeah.
because that's why they were there to like creep on young.
Oh my God, to creep on young.
wings.
Yeah.
Creep on young.
Keep on young.
But yeah, that's what I remember.
Oh my God.
But I loved it. We were just like we were drinking
So
Four
fun.
Loko. It was great.
I'll
you
never
know?
forget my Four Loko on New Year's Eve. Threw up in a cab. The year
Really?
what? The year was 2011.
Well, I
Yeah.
remember when I went to one of those clubs, I went with this girl from my dorm, and she drank too much Four Loko. Literally didn't pass out on the street. Like decided she was gonna
Stop.
go to sleep.
Stop.
Oh,
She was like,
my.
I'm gonna sleep right here.
Oh my
Then
God.
like cops pulled up and they were like, you need to take her in an ambulance.
Oh
Took
no.
her to Beth Israel. We get there, it's all college kids, just like all in there, absolutely
No.
wasted. I'm like, this is why they like discontinued the real Four Loko.
Yeah, when
Oh my
friend,
God.
my friend drank real Four Loko, chased a car down the street, fell, smashed his face, jaw wired shot.
No.
Jaw wired shot.
Oh, that story had
That's
a sad
horrific.
ending.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
kooky.
Don't chase cars.
Yeah,
Would-
don't.
Wow.
Cars.
If I lay here,
If I just lay.
lay
Okay, that's
classic.
kind of unintentional harmony.
Yeah, that was, it was
Would
like
you
atonal.
lie with me and just forget the world? Oh my gosh! So then you must have.
Snow
So then you're.
Patrol.
Wait, I have a question. Would you ever do a duet with Kat?
Sure.
I'd love that. You should be featured on my next.
Yeah,
episode.
like I feel like that'd be really cute.
That'd be
You guys
so
should sing like a
fun.
Christmas song together or something.
They're
nice.
singing Deck the Halls.
You're
But
ready.
it's not like
He's gotten so much better over
You
the years.
sang like 6 times during the. I feel like
I'm a
you have
singer.
a song that needs to get out.
Yeah.
Oh, now you know why I'm working late.
Because you're a
I'm a singer.
singer.
Let's fucking go. Oh, it looks so cute. Wrapped around my. That TikTok where it's like finger. You know that?
Like crazy rhyme.
I'm obsessed. Whenever there's like a crazy riff, it's like me and Brian will just hyperfixate trying to do it.
Yeah.
He's like actually an amazing singer. My
Yeah.
boyfriend, better singer than me. Amazing.
No, don't say that just because you're a woman. He's a man.
No, I'm a
Yeah,
totally
don't put
serviceable
yourself at
singer.
odds.
I'm so sick of men trying to be the
He's
best.
touched by God when it comes
Yeah.
to his voice. So, and the one where I was like, around my finger. You guys know the one. Oh my
But
gosh.
I'm also like, does that sound good or is it just hard to do?
When someone else does it, it sounds cool.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
promise, I swear.
No, I mean like I'm not saying does what you did.
Hey, does that sound cool to you? Hey, does that sound good to you? Tell us it sounds like out here.
That sound cool.
Are you hearing that?
Are we hearing the same thing?
Or is it hard for you to do?
It's easy as pie. Easy
Pumpkin
as
pie.
1, 2, 3. What's your favorite pie? Everyone go. 1, 2, 3.
Pumpkin.
Chocolate mousse.
Oh, sorry.
Pecan.
I said it too early.
No,
1, 2,
honestly, you know what? You know what I have to like one say. I'm sure I've talked about this before, but it's like there's nothing like the chocolate pie at Quarter Sheets. Special doesn't do justice to what this pie is.
Never been to that place. You
It's
talk
an
about it so much.
ad.
That
The way
Pat's
you-
lotion.
It's so good. You go to Quarter Sheets?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Do you live around here?
No, I live in WeHo.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
on the other
wow.
side.
That's
because
so
you're
interesting.
nightlife. You embrace your
You
nightlife.
have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. But also, because I write songs too, like for other people.
Uh-huh.
And
You know,
a lot
you know,
of-
it's my dream.
you should come do
we write a song
we should do
together?
a session.
Do a session.
Alex, I have full body chills. My dream is to write pop songs.
Really?
For whoever wants
You
them.
could totally do it.
I'm so good
I
at
remember
it.
you doing like the Taylor Swift, like
Yes, Taylor vs.
freestyle.
Lord.
Yeah.
those are so real. When you
Oh
do
my
them, I'm
God.
like, that is a Taylor Swift song.
Okay, next time I come to town, I would love to do something.
Yeah.
We know all about sessions from Maud.
Oh yeah, do you know? Oh yeah, you work with
Maud
Maud
Latour, I've
Latour.
worked with her.
I love her.
I
I've listened
did
to her
2
album
songs
so
on
many
her
times.
album.
Which ones did you work on? I love that
Um,
album.
Cursed Romantic.
So good.
Baby, we're just cursed
We never
romance.
break up.
That
Yeah.
album's so good.
The bridge of that song is special.
Yeah, writing with Maud is amazing. She's so talented.
I meant to go to her show when she was in LA. And
I know,
could
Yes,
so
not.
good.
Yeah.
I could not go as well.
Which was the
because-
other
What's the other one?
Whirlpool.
Oh,
I
yeah,
did-
yeah.
I also
Yeah.
did Whirlpool. Yeah, that one I think is really good.
It's kinda
too.
masterpiece
But Cursed
vibe.
Romantics, we ate that up.
It's
yeah,
so
I love
catchy.
that. I love
Maud is
it.
amazing. It's really cool to work with people like artists that are just like she's just like is always coming up with ideas.
I love
As soon as
that.
she walks in the room, she's like singing
Amazing.
some like amazing
Yeah.
melody. It's like you have to like with someone like that, you have to be like, okay, let's pick a path because
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
so
yeah.
many good ideas,
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that.
which is a great problem to have.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
But yeah, so I've done stuff with her. She was talking about sessions. She
Yeah,
does-
because I made this album last summer.
right, I remember.
And I was asking everyone, and I worked with these amazing producers, but I just like because I know nothing about the business, I was just like so fascinated. I was like, how does this
Yeah.
work? Like, and they were talking, yeah, like we'd go meet for a session, like we'd talk, we'd do that. I'm like, but what do you mean?
But,
Yes.
I was like, of course I know this from the YouTubes of Taylor and Jack Antonoff.
I know.
It is. I mean, honestly, those are pretty like accurate
Yeah,
behind the scenes of
Yeah.
like what it's like.
it
I
was
think
the greatest joy of my life.
so fun, right?
Yeah, just being in a room and being so just like locked in and
It's crazy. Like every single one is kind of different too.
yeah,
Depending on like who you're working with or like what the setup is. Because sometimes you're pitching
mm-hmm.
and then sometimes you're like with the artist in the room. Like I
Yeah.
did the Troye Sivan song Rush.
Yeah,
yeah.
ever heard of it, bitch?
And that was a pitch record. Like I
Wow.
knew Troy was looking to work with someone that he hadn't worked with before,
Mhm.
and we were friendly. And my old manager was friends with him as well. And we were like, let's just try to do something for him. And we did. It's like the demo is like there's a lot of parts of it that are in the song. Like I'm
So cool.
like me and the guys who produced it are singing the like I feel the rush.
That's
So,
amazing.
like anytime I hear it, I can like hear my voice.
That's
but yeah,
so cool.
Troy made it obviously what it is, and he's like such a star.
It's
so
such a good song.
super thankful, and we got to go to the
That's
Grammys. So,
my
So
God.
sick, as you should.
we lost, but you know.
Whatever.
congratulations.
And we lost immediately. Like, it was like the first category, and they were like, and you lost. And we were like,
You're like,
okay,
tequila
now we're
soda.
here. Yeah, and then we literally started drinking.
Good. Do you have like a home studio?
No, I don't. But I mean, I kind of do. I have like
Yeah.
a little setup for
Yeah.
with like my DJ equipment and stuff.
So
but like,
cool.
I would love to have like a real home studio.
So how
So
often
when did
do
you start
DJ?
making music?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Yeah,
wait.
yeah,
I'm curious, when did you start making music? Like you're in college?
I did a couple like efforts at making music when I was in college. Like eventually I started to I started working in hospitality. I used to work for the company that owns One Oak.
Shout
oh
out.
my God.
lived
You,
a lot
but
of
so you are a
lives.
nightlife princess.
Yeah, I am a nightlife
Nightlife
princess.
is your pillow for
Yeah.
me. Princess. What you're the princess of.
Yeah, nightlife is my pillow, and I will be the princess of it. And it's where I like learned a lot of. I met a lot of people that I still feel like I know from those days, including Mark and Delicato.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh, so Mark was working at One Oak?
No, he was just like
Party boy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was throwing parties, and he was coming to them.
Love.
Oh my God.
And so I got into nightlife like in college, and then I was like, and then I started to kind of figure out DJing. I used to just like do it in our dorm rooms.
Yeah.
So fun.
Like on my computer, kind of just like bootleg version.
And what about like Paris? Is she good at it?
Paris?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And what about Paris?
she is good at it. I
Yeah.
mean, she's a star. She knows how to like, she is like, she reminds me of like if we had royals.
Yeah.
Like she like the way she like
Totally.
is so good at like
Yeah.
making you feel like
Have you met?
appreciated. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've worked with her a bunch.
Wow. And then
Stars Are
I
Blind
was
is the
on
best
her reality show. so-
really, what if I
song.
told
What's her reality show? She had
She
a
has
couple.
a new show.
Okay.
Where she is in love. It's called Paris in Love.
Love.
And then she has 2 seasons of that, I think.
What was it like being on a reality show?
Well, I shot for it for about 4 hours. I was in it for 0.5 seconds.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it was funny because Paris kept being like, "You've never been on TV. Like you
Yeah.
need to be on TV.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
you're so entertaining." And the producers were like sitting in the other room and would like because we were in the studio like
Yeah.
working, and the producers like came in and they were like, "Oh, you're gonna be in it a lot."
Oh, that's so
and
funny.
then
That's so
not in
classic.
it at all. I think my name like flashed on the screen for 1 second.
Now, you know, what if I told you 2 people from my college cross country team are now DJs?
Now, what are their names?
No way.
What?
How does that happen?
One of them, I guess I'll shout them out. My DJ teammates. One of them is Gian Polcaccia. They're in New York. The other one is Gabby Coco.
Okay, love their names.
Yeah. But you don't.
Who are your favorite DJs now?
My favorite DJs. Well, I don't know if you guys have heard of Horse Girl.
Yes, of course.
I
I've
haven't.
seen.
So Horse Girl is I'll show you a picture because I was just with her last night.
Oh my
Does
God.
she always dress like that?
She not like privately,
Yeah.
but she does when she performs.
So cool.
So she is a horse and a girl, and she plays like really fast, hard music. So this is us last night.
Oh my God.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah, she's stunning.
amazing.
Yeah, she's
So
beautiful.
beauty in that picture.
Thank
that,
you.
that might go to grid.
It's
Has
it's
it gone
on
to grid?
story. I had something in my teeth and my friend got it out. So
I was going to
in
encourage
the-
you to go grid with that.
I think it's gonna be because we have to do a recap post of the weekend.
Of course.
It's coming soon.
What's the caption? Like
It's gonna be
crazy, like so grateful. Like
EDC, I love you.
yeah,
Like,
EDC was everything.
I was thinking about it. Like, what should the caption
Of
be?
course. You're only
These are the things
human.
that we think about.
This is the time.
But you know,
This is the time.
yeah.
Okay, so
Wait, so you're writing, you're in and then after college.
So in college, I tried to be a rapper for a second. That was
Really?
interesting.
love that.
Yeah, so had a little moment. I got profiled in the Times on the
Oh
day
my
of my
God.
graduation.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah,
That's amazing.
it was ridiculous.
What did they say?
It was like bedroom hip hop artist. It's like nothing I could ever identify with.
Incredible.
But you know, I was just like trying to like express myself in like different ways, and like some of them were stupid, but just
That's like the life,
that-
truly everyone's journey in life.
Yeah, you know, you're like trying different things, and you're like, but that was obviously a huge deal. I remember like the fact checker called me during the ceremony and was like, "We're going to print. Like, just have to ask you one question." And then I said yes, and then like the next day, I think my parents and I went to like a deli or something, and we got
my
a
God.
copy.
Oh, that's full body
It was very
chills.
cool. It was, you know.
They must
And
be
then
so
I
proud
thought I
of
was
you.
going to be a superstar, and then nothing happened,
But
of
now look
course.
at you.
And now here we are.
I know
But
your parents
yeah,
like OMG.
they're very proud, very
Yeah.
supportive. They've never stopped me from trying to do anything.
So sweet.
Wow.
So
Do you have siblings?
I have a younger sister, Kayla. She's a fan of the pod.
No way.
Kayla.
Shout out Kayla.
She's gonna
Kayla.
freak out.
Where
for
is
that.
she?
Can we
Kayla-
get Kayla's address when I send her one of my lotions? Hey Kayla, what age are you? You don't say that age for a
stuck.
while.
Kayla, you're
You're
stuck.
stuck. Too bad.
That's your catchphrase. You're stuck.
You suck.
With Pat
It's like
Lotion. Oh, you're stuck.
It's kind of like a punishment in a way. Well, she's 27. That's a good age. I
Wow.
guess.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good
Stay
one to
there.
get stuck
And what
at.
does
Where
she
does she
do?
live?
This 27-year-old fanatic.
Yeah.
She, this freak. She lives in Chicago. She's a classic Chicago
Oh, she's
girl.
one of my
Wow.
shows
through.
coming up.
Yeah, she would love to.
Yeah.
She works in shipping.
Totally.
Logistics. I know she's gonna say I got
No,
it wrong.
it'll be easy for
I
her
know,
to
it's-
receive the lotion.
it's-
Yeah, you can help
history.
you ship it to her.
It's hard to know what your siblings do for a living. It's really
And every
hard.
time
I
I
agree.
know she's like, that's the one thing we don't do. But she works with shipping carriers, whatever.
Okay.
But she's hilarious and
Aw.
the best and like such. I feel very supported by the fam, which
That's
I feel like
amazing.
is essential for like
Totally.
continuing to do these crazy.
I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I started DJing like in New York.
How'd you know
So-
what to do?
Yeah.
I did not, and
Yeah.
a lot of the sets were really bad
Ah.
at the beginning. And like I was definitely like MacGyvering it, like not really doing it properly. Like I remember I would like DJ at like one of the 1-0 clubs sometimes, and it'd be like ASAP Rocky's birthday, and like my computer would like shut down, and I'd have to like plug my phone
Oh
in.
my God.
Oh my
It was
God.
truly like when you're young, you just like have so much nerve.
When you are young,
never
they
had
assume
nerve.
you know
Oh,
nothing.
I had I was just so unprepared, but I was like, I'm just gonna do it anyway.
I need a little more nerve.
And were you
Yeah.
always okay like staying up all night?
Yeah,
'Cause I struggle.
I loved nightlife. Like
Do you do Adderall?
I never did. I
Amazing.
will say like when it was just like I was obsessed with nightlife.
Yeah.
I loved going out, like seeing all the like creatures of the night
Yeah.
and like becoming friends with everyone.
It's
like
true New York club kid. 90,
Yeah.
It's 90s. You
I
access
was
the 90s.
obsessed.
Yeah.
Like knowing the doorman somewhere was like
yeah.
I've done it.
It's
I've
sick.
made it. Like skipping the line was
Yeah.
like my obsession. And then I
Uh-huh.
would like show up to my like 8 a.m. class in like leather
Oh my
pants.
God.
Yeah.
Like I truly
So fun.
I loved it. And I still do, like when I go back to New York, like I'll like pop in.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
what brought you out here?
Well, the songwriting part of what
Yeah.
I do is really hard to do in New York.
Really? Why is
because
that?
There's just not a lot of you just need a lot of people to make a song. You need producers, you need artists to write
You're lucky
for.
I've been offering my services.
I know, and now we're good. So I'll be in New York
Oh,
soon.
thank God. Oh, thank God.
There was a drought, but now we're back.
It's raining.
It's raining.
It's raining kitty cat.
Uh-huh.
So you came here to chase the songwriting dream.
Came here to chase the
Yeah.
dream, and it's also like such a uniquely weird business. It's really
Yeah.
hard to understand unless you're like here. So I started to come here more. I actually
Mhm.
like would get sent here from my old job. I worked at like a marketing agency.
Oh, wow.
And I'd be like, okay, I'll just stay for a couple more days. And like, I met like some writers who kind of like helped me figure out how to get into it. And then I moved here.
Wow.
So cool.
I remember I broke up with my boyfriend.
What was his deal?
Good riddance.
Oh, he was
What's
not
his social
the one.
security number?
Yeah.
I wish I
How
had.
long did you date?
We dated for like a couple years on and off. It wasn't like a real relationship. We were both like not. I do feel like it's this gay guy thing where sometimes we're so like there's such a learning curve. Like
Yeah.
we date like we're teenagers,
I
even though we're in
know.
our 20s.
I'm still doing it.
Yeah, me
he
too.
was just
I-
talking about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us do that, including me now
Uh-huh.
too.
This is me
But then
now.
this is
True.
me now. The sequel to the J-Lo. This is me now as well too. But I think like he was a mess. I was not. Like I thought I was like taking care of him, but I like didn't even know how to take care of myself. And like
Mm,
Like when Luann moved into Sonia's townhouse because she thought she could be a good influence.
very that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You watch?
I do. I haven't watched in a while. I mean, I know who those two distinguished women are,
Yeah.
of course.
Do you know what happened to me out of the blue? 6 days ago.
Did you run into?
No, but I don't really post.
Even better.
I don't really
Say.
post very much on social media. There's ostensibly no reason to follow me, though I demand everyone does.
I just followed because I feel like you talk about this on the pod, and I was
Oh,
like,
Alex, there's a door.
it took a
And go
little.
through it.
It took a couple days to get a follow back from Pat. I'll say that.
Alex.
Alex.
I was
You're
like,
being
whoa,
tread
is this
raised.
gonna
to borrow
be-
a phrase, tread lightly.
I was like, is this gonna be like I'm not gonna be followed by the time I'm on the pod? But Pat
Kayla,
took
I
care
don't
of
know how
it.
you do it.
Kayla, send me something.
Kayla, send help.
Carol Radswell followed me out of nowhere.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'll never forget how she was during the election.
I know.
Those
How was
episodes are
she?
so. She's like, Hillary's gonna win. She's gonna win.
Oh,
She's just like
God.
so freaking out. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone was obviously, but like seeing it through the eyes of like
Like,
a
obviously
housewife.
she'll win because he's a buffoon.
Yeah, like
Oh, God.
she was so sure he was gonna win, and like it's so reflective of the time because obviously like we all thought that, but it's so funny to see it through the eyes of like this like
Yeah.
No.
highfalutin like intellectual housewife.
Yeah.
I
I
always
just-
liked her.
I just got like a photo memory of me in my I'm with her shirt like the night of the election. I'm like, this is bleak as
Yeah.
fuck. I'm
I was
literally like,
on so much.
I
I'm
remember,
doing-
I remember being on the subway the next day,
Oh
and it
my
was
God.
dead silent.
Yes, I remember that so vividly.
Oh,
I remember I was on
Chills.
so much oxy, and then I was.
oh,
I was.
so you
working-
were probably the smartest one.
And then
Yeah.
I was probably still on drugs. I went to my brief day job at the startup app that I worked at with Mary Beth, where you
Oh my
picked
God.
out little girls' clothes.
Oh my God.
Wait, you and Mary Beth Barone worked at.
And Mary Beth was crying, and I was like so out of it, and I was like, "Why are you crying?"
Oh my God.
That is disturbing.
That's so funny.
Oh my god!
And then I was
love
like, "Let's give her a peplum top. Let's give her star leggings." Shimmery star leggings.
That is so
that. Wait, that
funny.
startup was like picking out clothes for
startup was-
children.
It's a whole thing. I
The
can't.
startup was that like
I can't.
parents would fill out personality quizzes for their young daughters, and then me and Mary
Oh
Beth
my
and like
God.
4 other people.
Wait, why
would-
can't they just shop for their
I don't know.
daughters?
It's
But it
so
was like it
bleak.
literally was like 2 weeks of onboarding, where it's like, so say you have, and then the software would like categorize them. So like these are the types. You could be diva, sporty girl 1, sporty girl 2, which is a little different than sporty girl 1, like princess, like whatever. And then like you had to look at their test results, and it's like, and then what you were getting trained for though was like, it was like they're like sometimes and it was limited of everything. So it was like you could see how many like star leggings you had, and star leggings might work for sporty girl too, but it could also work for diva. So it would be like,
You have to like choose.
so it's like if that girl, if you only have that limited star leggings and you have that sporty girl too, and like diva, give it to the diva. Like,
Total it up. Give it
Give it to
to
the diva. And that is good
I was
advice,
on-
honestly.
I was on so much drugs. I was like, okay.
You're like, diva. Come right up.
I was fired after
The
like 1
cut
month.
to Mary Beth crying and you asking what's going on is crazy.
Why are you crying? Are we out of star leggings?
That's why she's crying. Not enough for the divas and the sporty
Yeah, I
girls.
remember I was telling that story
my
about
God.
that startup in an episode where George Severus was on. I remember, when you remember a joke that you made a long time ago, you're like, that was so funny of me.
Yeah, yeah.
Because George was saying that it sounds like it was picked up by AI, and I was like, AI, more like gay guy. To repeat your own joke you said on a podcast
But that was
before.
really funny.
No, that's really good. I'm glad I got a repeat.
You could use that in more
I
things,
know, I
in
could
more
s- I know, 'cause
places.
it's-
Yeah,
Take it-
oh, punchline
take it
it
to the
anywhere.
stage.
People
Take
are
it to
talking
the
about AI all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
know.
more like
Gay guy.
swivel, pivot,
Yeah.
gay
AI,
guy.
you think AIs
Cloud
are
of
ruining
glitter,
the world?
yeah.
You think AIs are going to be the end of civilization? I think gay guys are going to be the end of civilization.
Your Housewives tagline?
Yeah.
You're worried about AIs? You should be worried about this
Yeah.
gay guy.
Oh my God. Wait, so how long have you lived in LA?
I've been here for 7
Oh, okay.
years, which is crazy. Because that's how long I lived in New York.
And that's crazy.
So I think it might be time
Think you'll come back?
to
No way.
leave.
No.
I'm trying to figure out where
You're
though.
by coast.
I'm definitely by coast, but I think it might be time to like. And this isn't. I know everyone's like, I want to leave the country, but like, I have been thinking about.
What about
you're
London?
such an Ellen.
Yeah, but I have been thinking. Wait, Ellen left the country?
Ellen and Portia moved to England.
Oh wow. Well, I was gonna go there, but now I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Ellen and
unclear
Portia
now.
are there. London is great for because I make dance music.
Yes.
And the songwriting scene there is really great too. And I like it there. I like a walkable city.
Well, guess what? That's where I made my album. But guess
See?
what? My producer, shout out, just moved here.
Well, a lot of the British producers are coming to LA.
He was like, I gotta go to LA.
Yeah, they love it here because there's so many like pop stars here.
I know.
But
who's your number one pop girly? Like growing up and
Gaga.
Yeah.
Who would you risk it all for sexually?
Gaga.
Really? You would want to have sex with Gaga?
I'll do whatever she wants.
Wait, you guys are communicating online now, I see.
She comments on my posts.
Have you met?
We have not met.
It's only a matter of time.
But I'm putting it out there. I'm a big like manifesting
Me too.
person.
Me too.
Annoyingly.
Lately.
Well, it's working. Look at
yeah,
you.
yeah. I do think it's worked for me. I don't know if it's real or not, but it's working. So I'm really putting it out in the universe that my next move is a little monster Gaga related.
Be amazing.
Wow.
Because she's my favorite.
Yeah, of course. There's no one to me
I
like
love
her.
Beyonce, obviously, and I just
course.
did something for her company, which was really
That's
cool,
amazing.
and got to go to the show. Shout out Parkwood.
Shout out.
For hooking that up. They brought us to the show.
So fun.
And it was incredible. It was overwhelming.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I kind of get why it's $1 million to go. Like they really put so much money into it. It's like, and just the production is crazy. But Lady Gaga at Coachella.
It looked unreal.
Oh, I cried.
Yeah, of course.
I was so happy.
Wow.
I mean, it was amazing. It was like, she's just the one for me.
Yeah.
Who's your guys' one?
Oh, sexually or like pop diva?
Well, I'm not actually going to have sex with a woman. So.
That's why I did.
He
take
looked
that.
at me, he goes, keep dreaming.
Yeah, sorry, Kat. I know that's why I'm here.
Yeah. I lured you into my podcasting studio.
So we can have sex right
Yes,
here.
finally. I want to be songwriting.
My pop girly is Taylor for sure.
Okay. I
Who
like
did
how
I
you
just-
say Taylor.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you have such a distinct
Taylor.
voice. Have you
Oh,
ever
oh,
thought
do you
about
mean that-
doing...
oh, wait, oh, I
no,
thought
I
you-
like your speaking voice.
Oh, I
we were just...
I'm calling this to question.
Wait.
For the... I've restarted questioning my voice.
Something
What?
crazy.
No, your voice is amazing. Wait,
Never
I think
change.
you
But
should be...
imagine
I think you should do voiceover like a cartoon.
Of course.
I know someone
He's
should
available.
reach out.
Reach out.
You're just waiting for someone
Look,
to reach out.
I
That's
sound
a-
like this.
a lot-
Hey, guys, I sound like this.
Hey, my friend sounds like that. So reach out.
It is crazy to hear yourself talk when I hear myself
I'm
talk.
not going to listen to this just because I hate my voice.
Why? You have a nice voice.
I feel like I hate my voice.
I like mine. Beep boop.
Yeah. check.
A, B, C, D, E, F.
Wait, you know the cartoon. Well, I mean, you should do that too. The
Totally.
cartoon voiceover game is really good.
It can be, but it also
It
can be
is.
bad.
Oh,
But can I
really?
say this? It's really hard to break in
Yes.
if you're not celeb these days.
They hold down, and like the people, like the OGs,
It depends.
like
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're
they
like
do
on a-
like 150 voices.
It's so cool.
But I can't really do other voices. It's like this is.
No, this is,
getting.
but neither can the Bob's Burgers guy.
Yeah.
He's just doing that voice
I know.
for Archer, Bob's Burger, anybody.
It works.
It
And-
works if you work it.
Yeah,
It works if you-
work
that's what they
it. Nothing
say.
about
That's what they
voiceover.
say, As they say about Alcoholics Anonymous.
I know.
Okay, wait. And who did I just say I would risk it all for sexually? I was like, oh, I'd risk it all for him. There's someone I would risk it all
A
for.
celeb?
Must be.
To be
Yeah, you
honest,
said.
I'm not really like attracted to celebs.
I get what you
Really?
mean.
They're a little too like.
That's why we can never work.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like too starstruck.
First the
and then
woman
I,
thing.
like, yeah. I think they like look too fake.
100%.
Like I can't really think of one. I mean, I'm trying to. I do like love a twink, so I'm like, is there like
You
a
love a
twink
twink.
celebrity?
I do not get down with twinks.
I feel like you're like a former twink in a way.
Careful.
Tread
Walking a
lightly.
line. I'm seeing how far I can push it. Oh, I feel like we have a friendship here. I'm gonna test it.
Well, you must not realize I've been using my lotion.
Yeah.
Well, I know. I mean,
I don't want to be a twink. I want to
no,
be a
that's
jock.
why. Yeah, no,
you want to
I
be what?
A jock.
Is that part of it?
Totally.
No, I think
Okay.
those are two separate lanes. But
That's what I'm saying.
you can swerve over
but
to
yes,
a new lane.
I'm saying I don't want to be a twink. I do want to be a jock.
No,
But
cool.
is jock like something
Yeah.
people talk about?
Yeah. It's like a category of porn, don't you think?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But is like category of porn also category of gay, or is that
I think
different?
so. If it's gay porn.
Is it?
That's so true.
Yeah.
MILF? Like MILF?
Oh, no.
You know, it's so crazy. Now when I see MILF in the caption, I'm like, that girl's 26.
I
I
know.
And I'm like, this is
know.
really scary.
So one of my friends that I went to EDC with is I went with my best friend from college and my best friend from high school.
Let's
We're
shout
like
'em
my
out.
crew,
Yeah.
Connor and Joe.
Hey,
Shout out to them out. We
babes.
just
I
had a
love
great
them.
time. And they were like holding me down during it.
That's so fun you got to bring them.
Yeah, it was
That's
really
special.
great. It was very, very special.
Wait.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
So it's so funny to go. I wanted to ask, and this is now we've moved on, but I had the urge to ask, and so I collected myself and said, we're talking about something else now, Pat. I wanted to say, what do you like about Twinks?
Oh.
But I've of course collected myself.
Connor and Joe, wait, enough. What do you like about Twinks?
Well, yeah, Connor has a kid.
Connor has a kid.
Connor has a kid.
Yeah,
Is he a gay guy?
No.
Is he AI?
Is he a gay
he's
guy or
Not
AI?
He's not AI. He's not a gay guy. He's straight guy with kid.
And you like his partner, wife?
Oh, she's great. Yeah, they met in college, so I've known her for a while.
Wow.
But it was crazy being like, we're here and just like, I'm acting insane, of course.
Yeah.
And like, then I'm like, wait, he has a kid like at home.
But he got to let loose?
Yeah.
Good.
But he left a day early. He was like, can't do this anymore. I got to go home.
Respect.
He's like, something's wrong with the alarm at the house.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
wow, I
Oh my
cannot
God.
relate to
Daddy.
this. First of all, house.
I
Can't
know.
relate.
House?
Alarm system.
Shook.
Can't
People love to
relate.
talk about
You're
how
about
hard-
to buy a house. I can feel it.
Oh,
Come on, Gaga.
yeah,
I feel
Gaga,
like-
buy me a house.
Come on, Gaga.
People who have houses love talking about how hard it is to have
Yep.
a house.
They're
Well,
burdens.
that's
Yeah.
one of the main things I've learned from Housewives.
Yeah,
Is they're
that is true.
constantly talking about
Yeah.
the work that goes
the
into
burden
building
of
a
their
home.
Yeah.
homes.
Truly like homemakers.
Yeah,
Especially Real Housewives of Atlanta with Sheree and
Yes.
Kenya.
yeah.
Chateau Sheree took,
And Kenya.
I want to
and
say,
more
15
manner.
years to
Oh
build.
my
Yeah.
God.
Like they were, and their
Yeah.
big beef was like, well, your house isn't done. Well, your house isn't done.
I know.
Oh my God.
I'm like, these are the things they're arguing
I
about.
love Sheree
I love
so
it.
much.
Oh, she's
really,
amazing.
She's really important to me.
I think that's really good. You should hold her dear.
Yeah,
She's one of my faves, but I will say like Nene Leakes is like
Of
the
course.
ultimate to me.
yeah. I love.
She
I need
is-
to do Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I-
should. It's so good.
also
Well, I
love
still
Kenya.
next is New York.
Kenya's
But
amazing.
Nothing will ever beat marching band Kenya Moore hair care.
Oh, Kenya Moore hair care.
Another
Okay.
woman was like coming out with her hair products, and Kenya, to be supportive, was also coming out with her hair products, and to be supportive, she showed up to the other woman's launch with a marching band that was chanting
No.
Kenya Moore hair care, Kenya Moore.
no.
I love when the plots are two of the same products. Like, what
Yeah.
was Sonia's company called?
Tipsy Girl.
Oh my God.
Not to be confused with like the extremely successful skinny girl.
Yes.
That's so Tipsy Girl is amazing. I
And
don't
But
Sonia being like,
interestingly-
I didn't mean to, like acting
but
so
that
stupid.
scene was like watching someone be mean to your mom.
Yeah.
When Bethany was coming for her. But also, I
But I
did
loved
note
it.
at the time, like a season prior, John, all coked up, had accused Bethany of stealing Skinny Cow's name, and she was like, "No, I didn't." But it's like Skinny Cow, Skinny Girl, Tipsy Girl. It's
Skinny
like,
Cow is so triggering to me.
Yeah,
Of
like
course.
The way I would down like 6 of those in high school and be like,
Yeah.
does this count?
it's okay.
I'm like, I think I had 2,000 calories.
Skinny Cow, yes.
Oh God, it's so bleak. Diet culture. Oh my God. Wait, I have to pee. Is that so crazy?
No, go
Okay,
pee.
y'all chat. Talk about what you love about Twinks.
Oh yeah.
What do you like about Twinks?
Well, I feel like like not being able to drive and liking Twinks are like my two biggest shames.
Really?
Because I feel like me liking a Twink is like a cliche.
Why?
Because I'm like,
Because you have a beard?
yeah, because I have a beard.
Yeah.
Basically, because I have a beard.
But the tropes are true, don't you think?
Yes,
or-
I'm playing right into their hand, the
But
hand of the trope. I would say like that is a type that I have that I'm like known to have amongst like my like friends.
Yeah.
But I don't. It's definitely not like the only. It's not where like the buck doesn't stop there. for me.
Totally. Me
Like
too.
I am attracted to all different
Yeah.
kinds of gentlemen.
Totally.
But I do think I do like to be like the one that's
yes.
like I'm the daddy, I'll take care of you, kind of
Yeah.
like less like real life, more like role play. Like I want it
Yeah.
to be like a person who like
Yeah.
has like a job and normal
Yeah.
things. Like I'm not trying to get
I
a
feel quite small.
yeah. Like it's
Yeah.
more like a size thing
Yeah.
than like an actual like I'm gonna take care of you because I really don't want to
Yeah.
take care of.
No. But we should get into
That was a fast
So
pee.
who do you want to be?
What's your favorite set you've ever played? Sorry, last question.
Honestly, this past weekend
Oh
was
my
amazing.
God, that's
yeah,
so
it was
sick.
really crazy. And like we were practicing kind of being like because we got very opening slots, which is
Mhm.
kind of like it's like a racket that you have to like break into
Right.
like any other like performing thing.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, we were just like, yeah, no one's gonna be there. It'll be fine. Like we'll just like we practiced really hard, but I think we were kind of like trying not to set our expectations too high. And both sets were like insanely full.
Oh, so fun.
And like I've gotten a lot of really great messages about it.
Oh,
and like
nice.
so it was really special, and I feel like we both were so like locked in with each other.
And then this podcast is like the crowning achievement because like the New York Times. It's the New York Times article of your graduation.
This is the New York Times of the podcast that I listen to.
The New York Times, yes, we're the New York Times, and that you're in college is the EGC. Okay, so you
there
got
we
it.
go.
Okay, so who are you now? And who do you want to be?
Who do you want to? Who
I
do you want
thought
to
we
be?
talked to. I thought we did who.
I'm saying who do you want to be?
Yeah.
Who do I want to be?
What's your dream? When you said Gaga,
Yeah.
what are your other dreams?
I think I would love to have a personal life.
Yeah,
I feel like
do
I
you
work
Really?
a
Do you want to be
lot.
partnered?
I do want to be partnered for sure. That's a big dream. I think like my go-to fantasy is like partnered in like countryside home,
Yeah.
Love.
and then like I go do my like rock star
Yes.
DJ
While
lifestyle,
your
and then I
a
like
twink is making soup for you at home.
literally you
Heaven.
said it, Pat. Like literally,
That sounds
if
perfect.
it's like remember MASH, like
Yes.
it's very
Yeah,
that like
yeah.
mansion twink
Yeah.
countryside.
Mashed.
Butternut squash bisque.
Because I feel like professionally, I've like figured out how to kind of like keep the ball rolling. Like
Oh my God,
I'm
that
not
must
where
be
I
nice.
want to be at all, but like I'm definitely getting somewhere,
So
and like
cool.
I'm doing it as a job, which is like already blowing my
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Crazy. But now I think like the personal life, and like also like I would love to like get my like health vibes a little better.
Totally.
I'm sort of like this past trip I was like
I mean,
eating
how
like a
could
fucking
you?
12-year-old, and
Yeah,
like
whatever.
it's just so
Let them-
hard. Let them eat
Let them eat what they want.
everything, and I did.
Good.
Yeah,
Um,
Marie Antoinette was the original Let Them theory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, she was
I know.
like
Okay, Mel.
Okay, well,
Mel,
so
you
you owe
stole.
someone
You
the
stole.
estate.
Oh my God. So did you guys have a crush of the week? Person, place, thing, idea?
Oh.
Wow.
Let me think.
I wish I could remember who I just said like I would risk it all for.
Oh my God, mine'll be Susan because we're talking about her and I'm wearing her ring.
Wow, I love that.
Isn't that fun?
I mean, it's crazy. Like Susan and I used to walk around Soho complaining about, or like kvetching,
Yeah, yeah.
complaining, and like talking about what we wanted to do.
Oh, now look
And
at
we would
you.
like, we were very aspirational together. We like moved to New York around the same time. So it
So
was really,
cool.
she was like, her going to New York first, like from Chicago, was like, okay, I have like my friend who's like very supportive of me there.
Yeah.
And now like she's doing so well. So
I
it's
know.
really great. And
It's
she's like
amazing.
the sweetest person too.
She really is so special.
But
She-
she
Susan
owes Pat
Alexander's my-
something.
Yeah, she's
You
my
owe
crush
me
of the week.
something, yeah.
Once she gives me Pat's item.
Would you do like a Susan Alexander jock strap?
1020%.
honey.
A needed jock strap?
Yeah.
Sounds
Of course.
comfortable.
There is this guy at my gym that like I always thought of him as like super innocent.
Mm-hmm. That's
But
what you
he's
thought
not
of him?
that
Damn, you're really like
in-
giving him a storyline.
He's not really in my gay group there, so
Yeah.
it's like he's kind of this like
Do you go to the gym like with friends?
I've made friends at the gym.
You have.
I
It's
definitely
crazy.
have
I've
like
never
Every
done
person he
that.
knows.
yeah.
Wait, so what? How does that go? Like, how does
Well,
that go?
my gym there's a lot of classes,
It's a huge part of his life.
but
I get it. I go to
What's
in-
that?
just like this new like sexy
Oh, that's
gym really conveniently close to
oh
me.
cool.
And I go there. I want to say every day, even
Wow.
if I'm not working, because they have a pool,
Yeah.
a sauna,
Oh, that's
a
my shit.
workspace, like everything.
That's
and like I
nice.
live in like a little apartment,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like I've like justified
Office.
it being like it's basically like I'm paying for amenities,
Yeah.
but it's like stupid
That's
expensive.
what I do.
Rent.
But
There's classes, so it's like I would just work out in the same corner as people, and then we would
ooh, a
just-
class is a great way to meet people.
Yeah, but then there's this other person who started coming later, and like he's not really I don't even know his name or whatever, but like so we don't talk, but I just think of him as innocent.
Why is he giving innocent?
He's just giving that,
Okay.
and then like, but then I'm doing my own thing. I'm not doing the classes right now because of a little injury / like
Uh-huh.
you have to shake things up.
Yeah,
But,
agreed.
But I was seeing him do box jumps, and like
Totally.
Was it a high box?
I forget, but
that
like
can be really crazy.
I could see it's like a true porny jockstrap was sticking out from up his thing. So I was like, "Oh, you're not." I was like, He was like, it was truly his I'm not that innocent.
Wow, he's an absolute whore.
I think I did it again.
He's getting slammed and banned.
So my crush week will be the not so innocent box jumper.
And who's yours?
Oh wait, so it can be any noun. It doesn't
Totally.
have to be a person.
An idea, a food.
I think like I'm honestly like my crush is like Plur. My crush is. Do you guys know what Plur is?
No.
Peace, love, unity, respect.
Okay, no.
It's like rave culture. Like my crush is like that lifestyle. Like I was kind of living for it.
I've literally never heard that. And I feel like
Peace,
such a
Plur,
loser.
you guys. Yeah,
Plur.
Plur.
Peace, love, unity,
It's
respect.
like the rules of like raving. You have to like respect everyone,
That's
love
amazing.
everyone. It obviously like isn't as pure as that. Like people are still like being crazy, but like for the most part, like I really did feel that.
You felt the
And
Plur.
it was very like affirming and fun and like
I love it.
I don't know. I wasn't expecting to like love being there that much,
Mhm.
but yeah, I'm in love with Plur. And
I love
that.
Now that's a huge part of my life.
Crushing on Plur.
You guys feel
Plur.
hot today?
I don't feel hot today because I have stuff to do I don't want to do.
I don't
You
feel hot
know.
today because I need a haircut, but I'm not getting one until next weekend.
Why not?
I
The big
just,
question.
because I work all week like right now, and it's like
Are you
it's so not worth it to me to spend my limited time like going to get one until next weekend.
not to like ask you too much about your job, but are you when you're in a writer's room, are you Monday through Friday?
For most, yeah. I'm in the hacks room right now, and it's Monday through Friday.
Whoa.
So
That's so interesting to me.
yeah.
And is it like you have to get there at like not like what's your
So
like hours?
We
like?
do mostly Zoom, and all.
Oh really? You guys aren't together?
Sad.
Not
Ugh.
for the vast majority.
I'm not
That's
a
not
fan
Plur.
of Zoom
Yeah.
culture.
I know it's not Plur.
I will say,
But it's now we know, like we can't unknow the easiness.
I
I know, but
know.
also it is hard to stare at a screen for a really long time.
I cannot. And to
Do you
sit in
have
that chair.
do you have like you should get those blue blockers.
I know.
They're like stupid, but they actually do help.
But it's 10 to 6.
Damn, okay, that's long.
But
It's giving
You're
job.
like, be
it's
funny
giving...
for 8
Yeah.
hours.
That's tough.
but it's just like you just have to be like, I just try to be like, okay, my brain's being a little weird for this 30-minute chunk. It'll come back. You know, it's like you're kind of always doing self-talk to stay in the mix.
Are you like still loving? I mean, the show's amazing.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like a huge deal that you're writing.
I love
for
it.
the
I
show.
love
major.
I love writing for TV.
I
It's my
love
favorite
like
thing.
not to like stand you guys in front of you, but I love like I relate so much to the dynamic of two friends like trying to
Aww.
do their
Aw.
stuff and like seeing you guys like reach different heights like different times. You know, it's like you have like one friend's doing this and you're like I want to get there, and then the other friend is like can be great. You know, like
And who do you think's on top?
yeah, no, basically I'm saying like which one of you is feeling more successful right now. No, I mean I just relate to that a lot with like my close friends and all of us like just trying to like go for it and seeing people
Yeah.
like get those great like moments is like
And that's what
God, maybe this
That's so
isn't like
sweet.
without
Yeah.
any like hope. You know?
100%. I get so emotional. When I think about, like, Won't go into it, but like when Pat like announced, when I saw like the book announcement, I was like, this is
Yeah,
But
like
that's why it goes back to the haircut thing. It's like I do have work I have to do outside the room, and it's
hard. As
so you're
fuck.
writing a book? I didn't know this.
I'm trying my hardest.
Damn, that's
But
amazing.
I've done good with the book lately of just detaching my ego from it, because that was the hardest thing. Was like,
We've made a lot of progress, I feel like.
yeah.
Are you like having to like manage yourself in that like you're having to manage your own time essentially in that situation?
Yeah, and I've never done it before. It's just a new skill, and like, you know, the time frame has seemed really flexible, which is good. But also, like, sometimes I need to believe that, like, I don't know. It's like, you know, my relationship with creative work is so fraught, of course. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, I never.
I mean, writing is hell. It just
Yeah.
Horrible.
is. It's-
Yeah.
But getting something done is
It's
amazing.
heaven.
Yeah, like writing a song is like banging your head into something until like you find like that way in. And then
Yeah.
you're like, I'm a genius.
Yeah.
I know.
So anyway, so I don't feel hot because I don't have my hair cut. Feel bloated, like,
That's okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Do you feel
Sunday.
hot?
Sunday's like a fine day to feel kind of like. Honestly, I do. I feel bad that you guys both don't feel
No,
hot.
we feel
Because
fine.
honestly, I do.
You
Yeah.
should.
Like after like
We're coming
washing
straight
all
from
the
Florida.
rave off of me
Oh.
and like putting on like a new shirt that I just bought and
Yes.
like my little outfit, I was like, wow, I feel good. Like I needed to like be oh, I needed to leave Las Vegas.
And you're like on the high of like having accomplished something. It's the best feeling in the world.
It's the worst is when like a week from now, well, luckily I have, because it's like Pride Month and like festival season, I have like a bunch of stuff coming up, and I'm like, oh, thank God I don't have to like think about like real life. I can be distracted by all these things until like the come down where I'm like, wow, my career's over.
Oh my
Every
God.
single time I have like a week where like it's quiet. I'm like, that was it.
Isn't that funny? But every single person I know,
it's like that. I remember watching. There's like, have you ever seen that Joan Rivers documentary?
Yeah, I love it.
Good.
Where she's like, she like shows her planner and she's like, this is happiness, and it's like a full calendar, and she's like, this is sadness, and it's like when it's empty, and I'm like, damn, but also like that is the tea. That is the truth for me, which is why like personal life is like where I want to be. I want to like fill that part, because like this shit does not love you back. And it's
really not even Plur?
Not to get deep.
Not even Plur?
Not even Plur. Well, I mean, Plur will always be there for you, but like it can't like sustain you.
It can't make you soup.
It cannot make you. It's not a twink wearing an apron making you soup in like a cottage.
I need a cottage.
Okay, and
are you mad at me?
No, are you guys mad at me?
No, not at all.
I feel like Pat almost got mad when I.
He's mad because he's hot right now. Are you mad?
No, I just
when I was saying he's in his post twink.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was close call. That was a close call.
Yeah, we like walked the fringe of the line there, but.
When a heart breaks, thank you for coming on the pod.
Thank you guys for having me.
We love you. And when a heart breaks, it don't break even. And we're all fearfully and wonderfully made.